off this historic occasion. As anybody who's been in Nevada longer than a day knows, mining has been a political powerhouse in our state since even before Nevada was a state. The difference is that back then, 100% of the mining companies were US owned. Now, over half the mines are owned by foreign companies, and they're taking the mining wealth out of our state. We think that 150 years later, it's probably time for some of that money to stay in Nevada and time for mining to start paying its fair share. The top 5 producing gold mines in the United States are here in Nevada. 4 out of the top 5 are foreign owned. We are literally sitting on a gold mine here in Nevada. The problem is it's largely foreign owned and it's clearly undertaxed. So our valuable natural resources are being drained away largely by foreign corporations who are paying well under 1% of taxes to the state general fund for the privilege of taking that gold out of our state. What we want to do with our initiative petition, we want to rectify a situation where great wealth is being exploited and taken from our state while a substantial source of revenue that we need in this state is being ignored. Now what's happened? Why did we get to this situation? Well, the mining industry has manipulated a sweetheart deal of deductions and loopholes that are so, they've done it so well that they can produce hundreds of millions of dollars worth of gold and then take these deductions and not have to pay any taxes on them. You can see from this chart, you can see that the gross production value of some of these mines, over $500 million in some cases, a little under $500 million in other cases, where they have produced hundreds of millions of dollars and then are not paying any taxes on them because of the sweetheart deals of deductions that the mining corporations have gotten. Now last year we went to the legislature, a lot of you were there, and we went there and we said, hey, why don't we get rid of a couple of these deductions? We're not, let's just get rid of some of these deductions. We have a mean hole we need to fix. We're talking about closing down university campuses. Let's fix it. The mining company said no, and they hired 21 lobbyists and they shut the discussion down. So we have no other choice but to bring this to you, the people of our state who care about this great state, and to ask you if you will join us in collecting enough signatures to put this on the ballot. Now, there's no politician, there's no large organization. A lot of the state leaders have been relatively quiet about this, and it really shows the lock that mining has on the state's political establishment. So again, it's up to the citizenry of Nevada to do this. The citizens of Nevada are really in charge of this, and it's our challenge and our hope that they will join in getting enough signatures on this. Now, clearly, we're not going to be able to buy the slick media coverage. We're not going to be able to spend millions of dollars to get this on the ballot and then to counter a multi-million-dollar advertising campaign. Nobody is going to outspend the mining industry in this. But we will do as good a job as we can. We will provide accurate information. We will work our tails off. But we need you to help us. I think that there's enough common sense citizens in Nevada who will assert that they are more important than the mining industry and the mining industry's well-heeled mercenaries in the lobbying and in the advertising industries. And now I'd like to ask a small businessman in the state of Nevada, Tim Helian, to make a couple remarks.